Hello Leo, I'm going to be doing your yearly 2019 reading, and I'm going to be doing a 12 card spread, 12 cards for 12 months, each month for the whole year, and this can be a sun, moon, or rising Leo. And I'm also going to be doing a center card in the middle to wrap up for the year for the lesson. So I'll start with some shuffling. Alright, Leo, what's coming up for you in 2019? Let's see what's coming up for Leo. Alright. Right. Go. Alright. And then we'll shuffle this deck. This is the Spirit Song Tarot, works with animals. So we'll get this last card ready for you to wrap up for the year. Okay, here we go. And just before we start, I'm going to start with an energy clearing. Alright, let's begin. So in the first month, in 2019 in January, we have Trapped in Fear, and the blue is the intellectual mental realm. So it seems like you could be going into this new year stuck into some kind of belief that is not real. Maybe you're in fear about, you know, how this year is going to go about for you. Maybe you're stressing about finances or relationships with family members, or just like, you know, maybe there's just something you really want for yourself, but you feel like you can't have it, and you're trapped in this fear and this worry that things are just not going to work out for you, because maybe you've had a history of things not working out for you in the past, so now you're falling back into this trap of believing that, you know, like, if things have been this way before, they could be this way again, and you're falling vulnerable into this fear, and really the fear is just an illusion. But it seems like maybe there has been some things you have went through in the past that are making you feel this way, and maybe that's why you're starting this new year in this illusion that, oh, like, I've already been dealing with so much that's been negative, things are not going to work out for me, it's just going to be terrible, like, I want all these things, but everything is kind of showing me from the results in history that I can't have that. And that's not true, Leo. Whatever is keeping you trapped in fear is not real. It's just an illusion that the mind is creating for you. But if you can see past the illusion, you can work your way out of these fears and these worries, and know that things can be how you want them to be. It's just all about your mental processing and how you view your thoughts. So just to pay attention to your thoughts when these fears and worries come up, and understand that not everything you think is always real. So that's what I'm getting for January. And then in February, we do have the shadow. And in the tarot, the shadow is the moon. And as you can see, there's, you know, this light figure and this dark figure. So it seems like you are internally battling yourself possibly with your light and with your shadow, your ego and your emotions, because you know we have the sun and the moon here. Sun is ego and moon is the emotional side of yourself. So I mean, there could be this internal conflict you're dealing with that has been causing you, you know, all this disruption within, and maybe that's where all this fear is coming from your shadow self. You know, maybe like you're, you know, because the moon is tied with illusion, okay, and confusion. So maybe there's like emotions and thoughts that are emotionally and mentally confusing you, and that's where you're kind of like conflicting with, like, you know, your ego self and your emotional self. And you know, it seems like you want to have this harmony in your life, but the shadows are there's shadows being casted on your light, and that's kind of where the fear sets in and the confusion. And you know, the shadow can also not just be yourself, it can be other people in your life, you know, taking your light, taking your energy, you know, like there could be sources of people or just situations in your life that are taking away your light and just taking your energy for their better and using you and taking advantage. So it's just very good to be mindful of when those situations come up, and to just find a way to create a balance in, you know, how you react to these situations and how you go about protecting your energy so you aren't being used or taken advantage of. But to also, like, if you are going through an internal battle within yourself, to find ways to make peace with yourself. And best ways to work through that can be through meditation or creative hobbies. It can be all different sorts of things to work through this kind of muck. But, you know, that's what I'm getting from the shadow, is there's just a lot of, you know, opposing forces working against each other. And then in March, we have third eye chakra. And so keywords for third eye is I see. And so it seems like after going through this time of confusion and just not seeing the forest for the trees because you feel like you're in the dark about everything, then it seems like you're going to reach a point of awakening, and you're going to see things for what they are, and you're going to see yourself for who you are and what these thoughts are and what you're feeling. But also, like, it can also be, this third eye chakra could be coming up to signify that you need to balance this area, because maybe you aren't seeing things for what they are because of all this confusion in your mind and in your feelings. So when this comes up, if you want to work on balancing this chakra, there are ways to do it. You can meditate, you can do yoga, and you can also do some breath work, tai chi, visualizations, and color therapy. It's very important to develop this chakra, because when you do, it's going to help you find unison with yourself and create harmony within the relationship of yourself and your mind and your body and your spirit. And so, you know, when you're going through these struggles, you know, where you're conflicted in your consciousness and not knowing, you know, what's real and what is actually fake, you know, it comes up to tell you that, you know, you do have an intuition for a reason, and when intuition speaks, you know, that's when you really need to listen and really see through the darkness and the deception and really cast the light on it to really ground into the reality of what is. So when you can do that, you'll reach this awakening of, oh my gosh, like, okay, so this is where I am, and this is why, like, I've been feeling this way and feeling entrapped and not understanding, like, why, you know, things aren't going my way. It's because maybe I'm just creating that for myself. Whether it's you are creating this for yourself, or you're in a situation in your life that's creating this illusion and confusion for you, whatever it is, you do have the power to see through it, and you can balance that. So just wanted to put that out there. And then in April, we have patience. And in the tarot, this would also be Temperance. So when you're going through this struggle within yourself of how you're seeing things and just how you're relating with yourself, it's very important to be patient in this process with yourself, because everybody struggles with their shadow. Everybody struggles with fear and worries and feeling like things won't turn out right for them if they've had a history of things going wrong for them. So it's just to understand you can plant some seeds in your life to create a better future, but you have to do some tending and mending and watering, taking care of yourself and just being patient with yourself and believing that you will grow and you will sprout and you will blossom and better things can happen for you, but you just have to be patient with the process, with the growth process of it. And so, like, in order to move past, all this confliction within yourself, you have to put your energy and focus in something that's going to pull you out of that and is going to keep you distracted and keep you active instead of being stagnant in this energy that's holding you down. So this would be a good time to get yourself involved in something that's going to, like, get you places and make you feel good about yourself and just, like, go farther in your life, whether that could be in a career or just, spending hobbies and what make you feel creative, or just like meeting new people and nurturing relationships so that those grow. Whatever it is, it's very important for you to invest some time and energy into something that's going to take you places and it's going to make you feel good about yourself and help you in your growth process for the better. So that's what I'm getting out of this card. And then for May, we have Choose Wisely. So the green is for the emotional realm. And you can see there's a man sitting on this dock and he's looking out into the horizon and he has all these options and directions he can take, but he doesn't know which way to go. And that could be how you're feeling. Like, maybe you want to make some shifts in your life for the better, but you don't know which way to go. You don't know where to start, and you're just kind of like, okay, like, do I stay where I am and do what I've always been doing, where I haven't been feeling good about that? Or maybe I try something different, but yet I have all these options in front of me of what I could do differently, but I don't know what's the right choice and what's the right direction to go with. So whether you're trying to figure out a career to go with, or maybe you want to move somewhere and try a new place to live in a different community, or maybe you want to meet someone new and you're looking for a relationship, but you don't know, like, what kind of, like, person you're looking for. It could be all different kind of things, but whatever it is, like, you do want to make a decision, but you want to choose carefully and wisely on what would be the best decision for you to make that's healthy for you. And this is where, slowing down and taking the time to meditate on your feelings and really tune in with yourself on what's going on in your heart space is very important, so that you can make the right decision for yourself and how you're going to move forward in this new year. So that's what's coming through from that. And then in next card in June, we have Material and Spiritual Prosperity. And the red is in the physical realm. So it seems like after going through some situations that have been confusing, you'll finally get some clarity on what direction you need to take, and you'll make this decision that'll be for your better, and whatever decision you'll make, you'll end up prosperous from it. It'll turn out to be a good outcome for you, because this man in this picture, like, he's living in luxury, he's happy, he has bright horizons in front of him, and he's comfortable. And so, when you finally reach a place within yourself where you know what you want and you know what's better for you, you'll reach a place that is giving back to you in return, that is prosperous and that is, generous, and is just like a very comfortable place to be in your life. So that could be like, maybe you discover this job that was exactly what you're idealing, and now it's coming back tenfold and you're financially comfortable and you're happy. Or it could be you found a relationship that's giving you everything you've dreamed of, or you've moved to a new place and to a new home, and now you're like satisfied and you're just like, you're content with the results that life has given you from the wise decisions you've been making. So, you know, whatever it is going to be for you, Leo, it seems like you're going to come up with good results because you're going to take this time to really indulge in areas of your life that really needed attention. And, you know, you guys are pretty confident, fiery signs, so when you make a decision, you're pretty confident about it and you know what you're doing. So, you know, I wouldn't really worry that things aren't going to turn out for the better, because honestly, you guys managed to work things out. And in this case, that's kind of what I'm getting. Like, it's all gonna, you know, set in stone and everything's gonna come together and things will be balanced in that way. So in the next card in July, we have light. So in the tarot, this card would be the Sun. And that's interesting that we're getting the Sun, because as a Leo, your planet is the Sun, right? And, you know, when you go through all these struggles in life and, you know, you've put so much effort into changing your life for the better, then, you know, great things are gifted to you and the light is shining on you. I mean, this is showing that there is hope for you, Leo. As much as you maybe have felt in the past that there's no hope for you, there is. Like, you know, Leos are very passionate, courageous, generous souls. And, you know, whatever you've done in your past where you've done good deeds, you know, karma works in a way where it comes back and it gives, and the universe gives back to you whatever you've given in the past. It's going to come back to you. So, you know, there's no reason to fret, because you have a bright future ahead of you. And you are going to create a more sustainable life where you won't have anything to worry about in ways that are not real. So I'm just getting that there's a lot of warmth, there's a lot of love, and there's a lot of light coming your way. You just have to believe in order to receive, all right? And it's all going to happen. You just have to create that for yourself. All right, and the next card for August, we have base chakra, the root chakra. So the root chakra is connected with the material realm and with survival and with being grounded, and it's also connected with stability, security, and home life. So what I'm getting is, you know, maybe you did, you know, take on this job that turns out to be very successful and prosperous, and now, like, you're living securely and safely, and you're content and you're grounded, and, you know, everything in the material financial realm is stable. And so it seems just like, you know, all these things that you've been worried about, and maybe it has been money that you have been in fear and worried about, seems like you're coming out of that state of darkness, and now, like, you're reaping the rewards from all the seeds that you've planted here. And now it's like you're on a firm foundation. And if it's like the opposite, if this chakra isn't balanced, then the way to balance your root chakra is, again, working through meditation, doing physical activities, a lot of exercising to keep the energy flowing and moving so your body can feel harmonious in how it's working, just honoring your body and taking care of yourself. Because when you take care of yourself on the inside, then everything on your life will be taken care of on the outside, all right? And that's very important to understand. But no matter what, you will get out of these issues, whether it's with money or just with your home or with your body, whatever it is, you're going to stabilize it and you're going to be grounded. And the key words, you know, for this chakra is I have. You have the potential, Leo. You have the resources. You have what it takes to make it happen. So just believe and it will happen. Okay. And then in September, we have foundation and achievements, and the purple is the spiritual realm. So as you can see, like, there's a family here, and there's a rainbow casted over their home, and they're just so happy. They did all this work, and now they're blessed with this new home and this new life, and they've achieved everything they set their goals out to be. And so it seems like whatever goals you have for this year, you will be successful in, and you will create this foundation for yourself. That's what you've dreamed of having. And it doesn't just have to be home life, it can be career, or it could be a relationship where you've invested time and energy and now you're reaping the rewards and you're creating a foundation together, and you guys have achieved all these goals that you've created together. You know, whatever it is, you're definitely gonna be rewarded for everything that you are aiming, you know, how should I put it? Everything that you're aiming to receive from these goals that you're making will be manifested as long as you focus on the work. And if you keep focusing on the work, then the manifestation will take place, and it will all like set into your life in a way where you'll feel accomplished. And you know, being a Leo, you guys do tend to charge and go for what you want. So I mean, if you just stay focused in that way and you use your fiery energy in those areas to just like create this sustainable life for yourself, then you will be blessed and you will have it. So that's just a really good reminder. And then in October, we have accelerated motion. Yeah, so I mean, whatever projects you're doing, whatever seeds you're planting, or whatever career you're working in, whatever it is you're devoting your energy in right now in this year, it's going to accelerate. It's going to take off in some really good directions, and it's really going to bring you some positive results in ways where you never would have thought. Because when you put your energy and you invest it in the right areas, again, like Leo, you'll be rewarded, and it'll bring you more than maybe what you were envisioning. So to just like be hopeful, like this woman is looking out into the stars and she's seeing like potential. So there is a lot to look forward to, and there's a lot out there waiting for you, because like it's like a universe of possibilities, right? Because that's kind of what, you know, when you're gazing out to the stars, that's the universe. There is so much out there waiting for you, and when you're investing that time and that energy, it will move forward, and there will be more opportunities awaiting for you. So again, like just understand, like more positive thinking, more positive action brings more positive results and more positive possibilities awaiting you. And then for November, we have movement, choices, and decisions. So in November, definitely seems like you have a lot of options going on, you know, in the decision making, like, but really good options. You know, you're wondering, okay, is it I've earned all this money, what am I going to do with it if it is money? If it is money that you've earned and you want to do something with it, you could be like, okay, do I want to get this new home? Or do I want to like take that trip I've been envisioning to take? Or do I want to like settle down and have a marriage, you know, and put some money into creating this wedding? Or do I want to like create something else I need to invest money in, whether it's a business or like anything else, any projects you've had in mind that would take money to invest in. You know, you got some options going on, but what are you going to invest in? What are you going to commit to? You have a lot of choices and decisions that are happening, you know, but it could be something else. Like maybe you're ready to make a move, but you don't know which way you want to go, where you want to move to. So definitely good to weigh your options and weigh your pros and cons and pick what would be precisely the healthiest decision for you at that right time and what makes sense for you. And when you do and you slow down and you reflect on what will be the best decision for you, then that will be what ends up giving you the best result. And then in December, we have universe. And in the tarot, this would be the World card. And again, this like ties back to what I was saying. You have so much possibilities. You have a universe that is offering you so many possibilities, right? Because that's the universe. You know, the universe is magical. The universe is always working with you, always giving you all these options, these possibilities, these opportunities. So to just know, like, there's a world out there waiting for you to connect with. There's a world of possibilities and potential, and there's so many things out there awaiting for you to discover. So whatever it is, Leo, like, you just have to allow yourself to adventure and explore these new realms of life, and to just really dive into this mystical, like, realm of just, you know, doing these spontaneous and trying new things and going for things that are unknown to you, because, you know, the universe is unknown, it is mysterious, but it's exciting in that way. So you have all these possibilities awaiting for you. You just have to reach out and grasp those possibilities. And when you do, like, there'll be a lot of wonderful things you're going to discover about yourself and in your life. So I just see a lot of possibility and a lot of opportunity out there awaiting for you. You just got to put yourself out there and act on it and be open to receiving it. Okay, and then to wrap up the year with the lesson, we have a reversed card, and it is Four of Shells, and it is the Crane, soul searching and reevaluation. And this is the element of water. Now, Four of Shells in the tarot is Four of Cups, and I'm going to read this to you. And also, the shells symbolize harmony, peace, and fertility. Okay, so it works with the energy of emotions and imagination. All right, let's go to the Four of Shells. All right. Innovative at using new approaches to solve problems, Crane is here to help you renew your optimism. Bringing clarity and insight, Crane will guide you in taking the time you need to renew your energy. When you embrace something that you feel passionate about, you'll soon find yourself motivated into action. It's up to you to choose to see the opportunities that are right in front of you and to act upon them. Rest and meditation will deliver a fresh mindset. Take this time to reflect and regroup and redirect your energy. New ideas are at your fingertips. Seize the opportunity. Keywords: enthusiasm, restlessness, focus, energy. Yeah, Leo, so there is a lot for you to look forward to, but you just have to put yourself out there into the field and search for it and seek it and go for it. And when you do and you act on it, you will be rewarded with so many opportunities, but you just have to stay focused and really charge up your fiery energy and be confident in yourself, because when you are, you will be successful. So that's what I'm getting for you in this new year. A lot of success coming your way with the right action. All right, Leo. Well, I hope this was a very helpful reading to you. I'm really getting good feelings about it. And if you want to do a one-on-one reading with me, you can go to the description box below and click the link and go to my Instagram, Mystic Yasmin, and you can send me a message. I hope you have a happy, wonderful new year. And until next time, Leo.